Spoiler warning to anyone who is not currently up to date with the One Piece manga, you have been warned. Alright, so you saw the title of the video. I don't think Yamato is joining the Straw Hat crew. Don't get me wrong, I like Yamato as much as the next guy, but I see more evidence pointing towards Yamato staying in Wano rather than setting sail with the Straw Hats. In this video, I will lay out all of the evidence that points to this outcome and give some of my personal opinions on the topic. To start, let's look at how all of the Straw Hats were recruited by Luffy and why Yamato does not fit these criteria. With every Straw Hat, there have been three important factors that have remained consistent since the beginning of the series. They must have a dream, they must have a role on the crew, and they must interact with Luffy and the crew. Zoro is the first mate of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to become the world's strongest swordsman. He fought alongside Luffy against Captain Morgan after joining Luffy's crew. Nami is the navigator of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to draw a map of the world. She fought alongside Luffy and Zoro against the Buggy Pirates and the Kuro Pirates before joining the crew after the events of Arlong Park. Usopp is the sniper of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to become a brave warrior of the sea. He fought alongside Luffy, Zoro, and Nami against the Kuro Pirates before joining the crew. Sanji is the chef of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to find the All Blue. He fought alongside Luffy against the Dawn Creek Pirates before joining the crew. Chopper is the doctor of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to become a doctor that can cure any illness. He fought alongside Luffy and Sanji against Wapol and his minions before joining the crew. Robin is the archaeologist of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to uncover the true history of the world. She fought alongside the Straw Hat crew against Enel and his soldiers in Skypiea and against the Marines at Enies Lobby before joining the crew. Frankie is the shipwright of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is for the Thousand Sunny to travel across the world similar to Gold Roger's ship, the Oro Jackson. He fought alongside the Straw Hat crew against CP9 and the Marines at Enies Lobby before joining the crew. Brook is the musician of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to reunite with his friend Laboon. He fought alongside the Straw Hat crew against Moria's zombies at Thriller Bark before joining the crew. Jinbei is the helmsman of the Straw Hat crew whose dream is to see the fishermen people live on the surface like the rest of the world. He fought alongside the Straw Hat pirates against the Horty Jones pirates and later against the Big Mom pirates before joining the crew. So why did I just go over all of that? In short, to belabor a point, every Straw Hat has a dream and a defined role on board the Thousand Sunny. Every Straw Hat has fought alongside not just Luffy, but most, if not the entire Straw Hat crew before joining them. So we looked at how every Straw Hat was recruited and how they interacted with Luffy and the Straw Hats prior to joining the crew. Now let's look at how Yamato has interacted with Luffy and the Straw Hat pirates. When you look at how Luffy has interacted with everyone who has since joined his crew, you will notice something. Luffy refers to each of his crewmates by name. He does not and has never created a nickname for a crewmate or forgotten a name even before they have joined his crew. Luffy has spent more time with Yamato than any other Straw Hat, and to this day, he has yet to call Yamato by her actual name. Luffy instead refers to her as Yama-O or Yama-Bro. This is akin to Luffy calling Trafalgar Law Tra-Guy or calling Eustace Kid Jaggy. To some people this might be a nitpick, but this is a very subtle consistency with Luffy as a character. Yamato's interactions with the Straw Hat crew have been very limited compared to other Straw Hats. Oda takes his time and has future Straw Hats interact and fight alongside other Straw Hats without Luffy even being present. Although Yamato has briefly fought alongside Frankie, Robin, and Brook, the majority of the Straw Hat crew do not even know she exists. Oda uses these interactions to form a bond of camaraderie between future Straw Hats and current Straw Hats, so that when new crewmates join the crew, they are already seen as family by the crew and the viewer. Oda also shows off future Straw Hats' skills before they join the crew, such as navigation, sniping, and cooking. These skills always translate into their role on the crew. Yamato's situation is very different from every Straw Hat before her. So far, Yamato has barely interacted with any of the Straw Hats, and the only skills she has showcased have been combat oriented. Yamato has expressed interest in joining the Straw Hat pirates, but in the past it is always Luffy who has extended the invitation to join the crew. Even current members who have expressed interest such as Brook and Jinbei only joined after Luffy had decided that he wanted them on his crew. The only exception to this rule is Nico Robin, whose dream is directly tied to the true history and whose role on the crew makes it possible for the Straw Hats to find the One Piece. Yamato also does not have a real dream like the rest of the Straw Hat crew and would not have a proper role to fulfill on board the Thousand Sunny. So I have outlined why I don't believe Yamato will join the crew, but why do I believe she will stay in Wano? To start, where else would she go? For the last 20 years, Yamato was called Wano home, or at least called Onigashima home. Oda has shown us the readers two very consistent aspects about Yamato. She idolizes Oden, and she respects the samurai of Wano. Oden was a man who chose to go on an adventure instead of staying in Wano. Even when Oden returned to Wano and knew that it was in worse shape, he still chose to go on an adventure instead. Currently, Yamato has the same goals Oden once held, to go on an adventure. But by doing this, she would be making the same mistake as Oden. Had Oden stayed in Wano when he first returned, he may have been able to defeat Kaido and put an end to Orochi's rule as shogun. Instead, Oden chose adventure over his country. Kaido has decided that Yamato would be the shogun of Wano, whilst he searches for the One Piece alongside Big Mom. This is important because Kaido has stated that Wano holds a great importance to him, and that he specifically chose Wano as his territory for a reason. Yamato does not want to become the shogun of Wano because Kaido wants her to be shogun. I believe that she will be the acting shogun of Wano because Momonosuke will ask her to be shogun. There is still something that Momonosuke must do, and I believe that he will only be able to do it if he was on board the Thousand Sunny as a Straw Hat. But that is an entirely different topic. When looking at the Oden flashback, we see Orochi slither his way into the position of shogun, and he states that he would hold the position until Oden returned. Obviously Orochi was lying. But what if something similar happens with Yamato and Momo? I believe that Yamato will hold the position of shogun until Momo returns to Wano after his journey with the Straw Hats and he is ready to be the shogun. After Kaido and Orochi are defeated, I believe Yamato will stay in Wano to be the shogun and protector that Oden never was. Oden left Wano when Wano needed him. Yamato will stay in Wano because Wano needs Oden. As a side note, I have also noticed that Luffy has been gaining allies within every Yonko's territory. It's no secret that making allies is one of Luffy's most terrifying abilities. Luffy has gained the respect of Marco and the Whitebeard pirates, he has gained the respect of Katakuri during their fight in Whole Cake Island, now Luffy has the respect of Yamato and Wano. Katakuri may be the leader of the Charlotte family should Big Mom be defeated in the future, as discussed by the Big Mom pirates. With everything I mentioned earlier about Yamato staying in Wano, I believe this is how Oda sets up Luffy having the Big Mom pirates, the Whitebeard pirates, and the Samurai of Wano as his allies during the final conflict of the series. So these are my thoughts on Yamato joining the crew and her role after the Wano arc is finished. It is entirely possible that Yamato joins, I just find it very unlikely for the reasons I have outlined here. Let me know what you guys think. Let's start a discussion. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you hope I'm wrong? Or do you think I'm onto something? Let me know in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe if you want more videos like this in the future.